Okay, so normally I would give you all the episodes at once, but with this one instance, because I absolutely love this so much, I'm going to be uploading this segment of the reviews early. Yep, I'm going to upload the review of the first two episodes early. They're still going to be attached with the complete season review, but this was too fucking good not to recommend it now. Go see it. Go see it. It ties so many things together. The show literally opens up with a continuation of the Daredevil show. Yes, see that before you see this, because some things may not make sense otherwise, and some things may not be as impactful otherwise. That being said, spoilers. Major spoilers. Foggy dies. Within, like, the first opening parts of the show, Foggy dies. Bullseye kills him. Matt nearly kills Bullseye. It's revealed Kingpin had nothing to do with that, which I don't quite believe, but, yeah. Kingpin wins Mayor. Matt starts dating somebody else. He's not dating She-Hulk anymore, which I don't know how to feel about. I don't know. It's kind of odd. I'm hoping they slightly address that later. This looks like it's building out a Devil's Reign arc. Now, Kingpin also in episode 2 mentioned Spider-Man, Hawkeye, all those. So I really think it's building up to that. But yeah, we also get White Tiger. And possibly White Tigress. I don't know if in this version his wife is one of them. I know in the books she is. But, yeah. And it doesn't look like they have a kid. I was kind of surprised because White Tigress, as in the younger superhero, is one of the members of the Champions team, which they're using the Champions as a base for the Young Avengers. So yeah, no, but this connects a lot of different things, including Echo. It kind of explains the actor's weight loss, which he looks good. Bravo to you, man. I mean, he looks great. Um, yeah, no, my God. Oh my God. Between this and the Invincible episode last week, which there will be an Invincible series review coming out very soon once that season is over. So look forward to that. So a little teaser for that as well. In this. Sorry, I'm going on and on, but by God, the whole element on the second episode. The second episode, fucking awesome. So after Foggy dies, Matt hangs up the cowl as Daredevil. It's implied Karen could be a streetwalker. I think that's safe to say. I don't know. YouTube's really weird with that kind of thing. But that's the way it went in the books, and that would be a good way to turn that element from Born Again into this, because they already did the Born Again arc in the initial series. It's taking the name, and I can see why it's a very good name for this series, because he is being born again. Like the persona of Daredevil is like being resurrected after the events of Foggy's death. Okay. So far he hasn't dressed up as Daredevil other than the beginning of the first episode, which, oh my God, the movement's so much better than it was in She-Hulk. I will take any reason to dig at that show, and the costume, the movement, the action. Oh my God, the action in the opening, the action in the end of episode 2, where we get cops with the Punisher logo. They're doing that Punisher storyline in this. Um, I mean, a lot of people hated on that one when it came out. I loved that arc once I actually read the book. So don't follow a lot of people's reviews online for that one, because they just were kind of angry that Punisher supposedly didn't use guns. Yes, he did, and he used freaking flame guns. It was awesome. Anyway, that's the books, not the show. They might do that in the show. I hope Punisher gets the War Machine armor in this. I kind of hope that's where it goes, and it dips into Armor Wars if that's still going on. I kind of want more things to like kind of collide together. I'm hoping the Devil's Reign arc, if they're trying to do that, dips into Hawkeye season 2, the next Spider-Man movie, and then we have a big movie, or like a series about it. That I would love that. Uh, we don't have much time though. We got Doomsday coming out. I don't know. No, these first 2 episodes were stellar though. I highly, highly recommend watching, and especially the elements of trying to hide you know, your superhero identity versus other people saying it was irresponsible to hide it, and they got to take up the reins of the Daredevil, such as the White Tiger. Yeah, no, I mean it's oh my god, this was awesome. It was a pain in the ass to wait for these episodes to drop, but man, that was so fucking good. So definitely watch, and this will be attached to the rest of the season review, but it is getting uploaded early as a special treat for you guys. Yeah, no, but great stuff. Great stuff. So I just saw the latest episode, and it was really good. We get a lot of talks about being a vigilante and what it means to truly be a hero versus just doing it for the pay. And yeah, no, it was an interesting one. We get to see a little more of the White Tiger, but at the end of the episode, he is killed by one of the cops that is taking the symbol of the Punisher. Um, yeah, yeah, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, a lot of cops are pissed about that plot line being introduced in the series, and I kind of think that if you don't like it, and you identify with it, that's saying more about you than if you just distanced yourself and ignored a fictional TV show having something that makes you bothered. Yeah. We also get a hint towards Miles Morales with a mention of Officer Morales. This is the second hint that we've gotten towards that character because Miles Morales was mentioned by name in the post credits of No Way Home if you had the European subtitles turned on. Very interesting one. I'm excited to see what comes next for the series. So I just finished episode 4 of Daredevil Born Again, and oh my god! This is the kind of court drama I wanted from She-Hulk. Not what we got. This has enough humor to be balanced, but it has enough actual drama to make it interesting, frankly. Speaking of Frank, um, yeah, Matt finds the bullet shell that killed White Tiger, and it's got an emblem on it. As we saw, the cop had an emblem. Yeah, it's not Frank. Frank kind of admits what's going on, but he's not really doing much about it. I don't know why. I'm hoping they give some really big payoff with that, but I'm sure they got their thing going on. I'm sure they're gonna do something. But damn, loved the writing in this one. This one's writing was top notch. Um, yeah, and the muse is doing creepy fucking shit in the background. Ooh my god, that ending with the needle. Some of the stuff in this episode is just downright scary. Like the talk with Kingpin. That one lady's like, "Shut up." I'm going, "Shut up. You're gonna get your head in a pike." He doesn't quite do that. There's another guy that I think the fate of him is is worse than you getting your head stabbed on a pike. Uh, Being locked in a basement, forced to watch him eat while he gets nothing. This all has to do with the counselor stuff and is fucking disturbing. In a good way, though. Uh, Yikes. Gives me the chills. And the weird thing that the Muse has at the very end with like this needle he stabs into somebody, drains their blood, and it's like a tattoo pen. Almost looks like. Oh my god! Just, ooh. I have a fear of needles to begin with, but ooh, god, that thing scares the living daylights out of me. Just no. I'll take a pass. Uh, yeah. The mention of the scrolls was absolutely hilarious. It felt a little out there, but felt right. Yeah, no. uh, that was funny as hell. That's probably my favorite episode. And that guy's speech, so interesting. I don't know how to feel about him. Do I really think he stole those corn chips? No, no, I don't. But his attitude towards a lot of things makes me want to punch him. But his reason for having that attitude makes me want to punch him a little less. Yeah, getting a lot of mixed feelings from this one. I love the episode. That's not what I'm getting mixed feelings about. But like, some of the dialogue, you're like, I don't know how to feel about this guy. This is creepy. Oh, the the we built this city part was oh my, it was great. Um, this episode went and knew how to balance humor with some really dark stuff. I don't know if this episode would work as well as it did if we didn't have some of that comedic stuff. Because oh my god, some of the dark stuff. But this was fun. I had a great time with this episode. I can't wait for the next one. This amazing. You doing great. This is incredible. Keep this up. So I just got through watching episodes 5 and 6 of Daredevil. 5 was a slower paced one. We had a cameo from Kamala's dad. That was fun. I like stuff like this. They mentioned the swordsman from the Hawkeye show, sprinkling little smaller world bits here and there that make sense. You're just like, oh, I recognize that guy. But if you don't recognize who it is, doesn't interrupt the pace. Pace of the story. You're like, oh, who's this guy? And somebody else whispers to you, it's this guy. And you're like, oh, okay. We're getting a lot of cameos like that in episode 5. It's a smaller bank heist story that kind of gets Matt back into back into action again, and Kamala's dad. I think he realizes Matt is Daredevil because he returns the jewel. Um, yeah, no, it was a fun episode. Not my favorite of the season. It feels like filler, but it's not bad filler. It's character building. Um, we also learn a bit more about the murals that they're made by the Muse, and you can't wash them away because they're made out of blood. Gross. From like 70 different people. Gross. Um, Episode 6 deals with Fisk having a conflict with the one his wife was seeing when he was blipped. And yeah, as well as Matt dealing with Muse because Muse kidnapped White Tiger's can't remember if it's a niece or daughter. I think it's his niece. But the kid. So he dresses up as Daredevil. He's got to go save them, and this is what's gonna get him back to being 100% Daredevil now, not just being more proactive as Matt. No, he's just back to being the devil of Hell's Kitchen again. Yeah, no, this one it was very fun. The battle and tons of debris, tons of debris. Good fights always come with debris. Great fight. Fisk and Daredevil are both showing off some really cool moves in episode 6, and no, it was really enjoyable. I am honestly excited to see Fisk and Daredevil clash again. Except for this time, Daredevil's going to be wearing his actual suit. That's going to be interesting. I'm excited for that. But yeah, pretty good. I'm enjoying the series so far. So a few days ago, I finished the Daredevil Born Again episode where he fights the Muse and goes for full Daredevil again. Yeah, sorry, it took me a while to. I just now realized that I hadn't recorded that. Yeah, no, it was really good though. Love the action. The action was incredible. It's got some brutal ass things in it. I mean, like the whole like stabbing him through the chest and like pulling him away. Great shit. Yeah, no, and it looks like we're building Young Avengers with White Tigress. Yeah, amazing episode. Loved the hell out of it. Not my favorite episode of the season, but it's definitely up there. So I just got through the finale, and by God, it felt okay. I liked the Punisher stuff. I really did. A lot of the corrupt cops, things like that, it seems like it's building. It, a lot of it's just because it's building. It doesn't feel like a very big finale. Um, I think the finale is more Fisk winning than Daredevil winning, and I'm okay with that. I'm excited for the next season a lot more because of that, but it doesn't feel as impactful to me. It was extremely good writing. I loved the stuff with Punisher. Once again, that was probably the highlight of this episode. But yeah, no black suit, no bullseye. Interesting way to go, but yeah. Uh, there's not even like Daredevil going and taking out Vanessa and like realizing Foggy is not back yet. I'm not. I'm kind of surprised on that. I thought they were building up him returning, and it was Karen instead of Foggy. Maybe that was a script change or something. But I mean, there's been Easter eggs and hints to a lot of the comics where Foggy made his return as a CIA agent, and I was really thinking that's where it was going. But yeah, they pulled one over on me. This was phenomenal, though. I loved this season. And I'm so excited for next season, especially because by then they can actually use Spider-Man and all the other vigilante characters. And I think they're going Devil's Reign. I love the Devil's Reign book. Yes, sign me up, please. This is gonna be super cool if they do that. So definitely check out this season. But there's a lot of stuff you should check out the first couple of seasons for before watching this. I wouldn't suggest starting with this because there's too many things that are more impactful if you've seen the originals.